Hello, everybody. I gotta mess with my settings real quick. Give me a moment. Audio is probably wrong, too. All right, audio should be set. Let me hop in here. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to do a very simple thing here. I just go over to desktop main, and you can see right here, this is Steam. So this is where we're going to launch Daggerfall Unity from Steam. For those who don't know how to do that, right-click on Daggerfall, go to Properties, and you can see the launch options. We've replaced the launch like like Daggerfall, the entire launch thing. We've replaced it with Daggerfall Unity and put percent sign command percent sign at the end. So it executes this as a command instead of launching Daggerfall Unity. Instead of launching regular Daggerfall. So I basically supplanted regular Daggerfall with Daggerfall Unity. Easy peasy. Princess Daisy. Hit the button there, and we are good to go. Yep. I just have to paste something else from a different window into another window, and we should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. That's that. Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Yep, there we go. Hello, hello. Give me a second. We will be playing. Someone asked which dagger was going to fall. That's a very good question. I thought I had the dagger here. I think I put it down while I was closing all the windows. For those who don't know, we got a storm, and I had to run around and close all the windows before I get started. I wanted to get started earlier, but you know how it is. So let's mess around with a couple things really quick, and then I'll hit play. Cool. While that's going to play, I'm going to drink some coffee. Okay. I have a 15 cup pot of coffee that I'm going to be refilling. Tornado potential? I've never had a tornado here in all my years here. So, I doubt it. I think that that'd be more like in the plains, but who knows? Who knows, really? All right, let me mess with a couple more things while we're setting stuff up. Give me a moment. Okay, I think that's fixed. Got more coffee. This good. The wind to guide you. I see. I see. As you can see, nothing out of the ordinary here. Everything is perfectly normal. Yep. Mm. All right. To Wayrest we go was the thing. I'm pretty sure we ended in Wayrest as well. I'm gonna have to turn on the game sound in a moment, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna take this hat off as well because as nice as demonstrating the hat, it's actually rather fragile. It's like it's over 20 years old, and once these feathers fall out, they are out for good. So I'm treating it very delicately and only really using it for screenshots, stuff like that. I'm not going to uh, parade it around too much. There we go. Anyway, I do notice a problem, and that is my earbuds are in the other room. I'm gonna go grab those really quick. Funny, I have shorts on right now because whatchamacallit, it was like really really hot until about hour 2 hours ago, and suddenly it just became very very cold and rainy. Right, one of the earbuds got temporarily lost, or misplaced, doesn't matter. Point is, we put on a normal headset. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. Just a normal headset, nothing out of the ordinary. Flippity flop. That is out of the ordinary. That's very silly. Okay. If I hit this, we should have sound. I should have sound, I should say. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. Well, I'm going to fix this. Let's see. That's better, I guess. Less flippity flop everywhere. This is all going back. All going back. There we go. Okay. So as I was saying, making like a squared look, kind of getting weird. All right. I can hear the game's sound. Yeah, the game is making sound, but it's not coming through here. So I gotta fix that really quick. Tighten to a Gordon Freeman ponytail. The problem is, the hair's not long enough yet. So if I tighten to a ponytail, then we end up with these like the front just kind of like dripping over, and it gets really weird. But yeah, I think a ponytail might be a good idea before we get going. Keep it out of the way. My goodness. There we go. Hee hee ho ho. Or worst case scenario, do pigtails again, like with my Dark Souls run. My Dark Souls character has pigtails, so I tied mine into pigtails as well, and yeah, that was actually pretty funny. It offended a few people. What is your favorite color? Various shades of red. Red is my favorite color, ranging from the color of this hat to the color of this hat. They are all red, you see. This, to me, is a red, as is this a red. Yeah. Anyway. Hit some buttons. Okay. Testing.
Front, left. Front, right.
It's the headset that's wrong. Got it. I can hear now. Neat. All right. We are in the capital city of Wayrest. We look over here. The Wayrest Palace has always looked like a Space Invader from, you know, the Space Invader video game for the arcade. Yeah, anyway. What we need to keep an eye on, we're gonna do probably Mages Guild quests. I would like to advance the Mages Guild to the point where I can, like, enchant magic items and stuff, you know. Purchase magic items, enchant them, use teleport services. That's what I'd like to get access to. Let's see. I know I'm not going to be able to accomplish anything major today. We're just going to be, like, wandering around doing some quests, whatever. But I would like to take some time. So we're going to head over to the Mages Guild right now by way of my wagon, of course. There we go. Should be this way, I think. Local map. So we take a left turn next up. Yep. Good, good. I am going to squeeze this viewpoint down a bit. Hold on. Let's see. I need to have this open. I need to, like, figure this out, because The sun is coming out, and it's ruining the color temperature on everything. Like, we had the storm, and now the storm is passing on. So, yeah, now it's ruining everything. It's great. Like, I set up the color temperature for the storm, basically. And now I have to, like, go through and make some changes. So, that should just about do it. Let me delete the initials. Yeah, that's the best it's going to get. It's still a little on the bright side here. A lot on the bright side, actually. Give me a second. We're going to fix some stuff up real quick. Yeah. Yeah, it's a ponytail. Anyway. Before I get horribly, horribly distracted again, let me just adjust the, what do you call it, exposure here. Auto exposure. Aperture priority mode. No one cares about aperture priority mode. I think that's the best it's gonna get. All right. What else? What else we need to do? White balance. Yeah, there's that's basically it. It's better. We have sunlight coming in, and it's ruining everything. So we're making everything extra dark. Trying to figure out how to run. I'm noticing the wagon is going very slow. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. My goodness. Yeah, yeah. Blaha. The J is pronounced as a Y. Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. That is pretty important. How I look when I'm talking about my interests. Something like that. All right. Let's get moving. I need to grab that back. Okay. We're going to the Mages Guild. Yep. The whole time you thought I was in a basement, I am. We got windows in this basement. And here, hold on. Let me go ahead and just do a side view here. This camera is not calibrated at all. You can see like the bright light from up there because the window is up towards the ceiling, right? Which is why the light of God is threatening to smite me down for my degeneracy. However, hold on. Let me fix this really quick. I can make a couple minor adjustments by tap, and then we go to like it's not Breaking Bad Mexico, but it definitely feels like it. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. I've compensated for the massive light coming in, and what do you call it? Yeah, everything's perfectly normal. You can see I've got what you call it. I got shorts on today because it's way too hot, as opposed to the skirt I had on yesterday, which is also technically different. All right, let's see. Fix the God rays. Something like that. Anyway, for the moment, it's actually cool enough that I could tuck this shirt. Not really going to a whole lot, but like assuming I tuck this shirt quite a bit, I could then you can see how chubby I am as a result. But we'll throw this on here, and this is the jacket from yesterday when I was wearing red. But it works well enough, I think. Yeah. Anyway, point is that we got this well enough. You can see the hat over there in the corner where it's safe. Not going to get bumped. All right, so let's click back over here. And yes. Wow, yeah, the white balance is completely off on this camera as well. We're going into the Mages Guild in a minute. As soon as I fix this, I'm just going to make a quick change really quick. Where's white balance? White balance, temperature. That's good enough, I guess. I'm not going to complain a whole lot. Yeah. Are skirts warmer than shorts? No. No, they aren't. That's a lie. Yes. Okay. I'm pointing out the nonsensical nature of my wardrobe. That's all. Okay, when does this open? This opens at 11? The Mages Guild opens in 20 minutes. I can only wait by increments of an hour. So let's go over to the prestigious anvil really quick. Check that area out before we head back over to the Mages Guild. We got 20 minutes to kill before the 20 in-game minutes to kill before the Mages Guild opens. So better point than many. Let's have a look. See. So these are Elven Mail. Don't care about that too much. I could get an armorer's hammer that would help me keep my armor in good condition. You know what? Let's do that. Let's buy an armor hammer. That'll cost us 135 gold. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes. Suit with shorts is a staple of 2020s. I have a lot of nonsense with jackets and what do you call it? Dress shirts and matching skirts and stuff like that. All kinds of nonsense like that. It's really funny. To me, at least. Let's see. Oh, an elven helmet. Was this is a dwarven helmet? Dwarven helmet is plus 13. Elven helmet is plus 11. No, there's... Okay, the Brigadine Bracer is 12, 13, 19. Geez, that Orcish Pauldron is great. Let's see. You saw someone misspell Morrowind as Morrowind. I mean, to be fair, it is pronounced Morrowind. But then there are some NPCs that call it Morrowind, as in like a bone marrow. But you know, it's kind of funny. How many pronunciations there are of things in Bethesda games in general. To think about, I mean, like just the sheer number of pronunciations available. Anyway. It really pisses people off when they hear me call it Morrowind and not Morrowind. But in reality, the NPCs in-game will call it a variety of things. I like to cycle through those and screw with people. But also, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, this is Mithril plus 15. This is Dwarven plus 13. I think I'd prefer the Mithril, to be honest. So, I'm going to see if there's anything I can sell here from the wagon. Yes, there is. Cool. So we should definitely sell some of the junk in the wagon. No big deal. How much do you want for this? Nah, that's not right. It's funny, I had some people get really angry at me back when I was playing World of Warcraft, because I used to call Death Knights Deathaconigites. Death-A, dash Knights. Yes. All right, let's see here. Of course, we had an Australian who used to call paladins paladins. So, you know. Let's see here. He'll always be Resdane. It's true. It's true. Morrowind is the name the occupying Imperial army gave it. The true name of Morrowind is Resdane, which even Dagoth doesn't call it Resdane, except in text briefly. Let's see. What do we got? How do you pronounce it? Vardenfell. Yeah. Vardenfell is right there. Yeah, that's Vardenfell. Yep. Now then, let's see. What else we got going on? Oh, yes. I did mention today when I was setting up the stream. I said that while I have I have said, while I've found not taking myself seriously has increased my happiness, I think it's important that to understand that you're under no obligation to keep people who don't like that fact, that I don't take myself very seriously, around me, right? So, you know, if someone gets uppity about it, it's like, okay, you can leave now. Um, there's like tons of people who say grow up. I had like 3 people say that yesterday when I was doing my Skyrim stream because I was cuddling the IKEA shark or whatever. Um, but you know, we did that decades ago, right? It was way less fun. Just saying. Taking yourself seriously while playing video games on the internet, I don't know what they're thinking. It's more like they're saying, don't do the things I don't like. That's what they're really saying, deep down in their heart of hearts. They're really saying, don't do the things I don't like, and I'm totally gonna do the things they don't like. All right, let's see. We were looking at buying fire arrows if possible. This is an average quality store. It's probably not a good idea. Let's try to sell him some junk, though. I want to see how much money I can get, if any. Let's see. It's worth it. Yeah. 1,600. All right. I think we're good. Let's start walking back to the Mages Guild. What time is it? It's 44. I still got 15 minutes to kill. Are there any other stores? There's one store down the street. If we go down there and then come back, we'll be in good time, I think. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's to the left. So we're just gonna walk down the street while I pour more coffee. I do like coffee. Eventually, they'll come out and say that drinking this much caffeine has, like, cut my life short, like, 10, 20 years, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Argonians. Yeah. Argonians are a fun race, for sure. My biggest Daggerfall run was with an Argonian archer. Had a lot of fun with that. Is that the personal coffee pot? Yeah. So how it works is this here is the type of thing they use in what do you call it? Geez, they use it in like hotels. So what you do is you deploy this up and then it's a pump and you press down to pour the coffee. And it keeps the coffee hot for like 16-ish hours, and it holds 15 cups of coffee. Yeah. And so I just fill that at the beginning of the day, and then sometimes I'll finish it off the next day and it'll still be warm. Because I said it stays hot for 15 hours. It stays warm for much, much longer than that. So, yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. All right. Now, let's see here. I'm a little bit of a troll, and I've been collecting bad comments like Infinity Stones. All right, let's see here. People have, like, they've commented, they've said that he's obviously not just rage baiting people because he then, like, bans people, you know, for saying stuff. And it's like, no, you don't understand. I'm rage baiting people to ban them. There's an end game to this. And that's where certain types of people are no longer around. But along the way, we're going to have lots of fun. Lots of fun. I think I can bring this up to the middle. Yeah, yeah. Like that's not sustainable. No, it isn't. Eventually there's going to be I know angry people hitting my held for review filter because they'll be gone. What a shame. What a shame. Now then, let's see. I'm just drawing it out so it takes a year or two or three. You should enjoy the journey, not just focus on the destination. Mm. There's a near infinite supply of angry people. There's also the replenishing troll who will make new accounts. You know how I know this? I used to do that. You know, about 20-ish years ago, I wasn't so nice a person. I'm not really that nice a person now, but I try to be better. Mm. I definitely did my share of trolling. Why people thought that I was they were pretty sure I was anti woke because people remember me making fun of SJWs. If those SJWs were posting the same shit today, they'd be called grifters. I've always been making fun of grifters. Mages Guild is open! Yes! Okay. Now then, let's see what we got. It's Mangy Mages Guild 01. We're going to call it 00 in the beginning, yes. Ahem. Hello, hello. Give me a quest. Surely it's said that the king takes advantage of us at times. It's not as if there aren't plenty of dashing young youthful adventurers across Wayrest ready to slay a criminal for money. Nevertheless, their incompetence lays the task instead at our feet. Oh. We've been given an order to dispose of an outlaw in some ruins. Let's see. Be surprised by the use of teleportation. Apparently, all other means have failed. We're going to teleport you this instant. Let's do it. We'll send you off immediately. All right. Twilister Hawk House. We'll do the incantation. Regrettably, we cannot pinpoint the precise location of your foe, so you're going to have to do some spelunking. Here we go. You have no horse to pull this wagon. Hint. You may be in a location that is impossible to escape from, like the bottom of a chute. So, save and use the console command teleport to get out if that happens. Somewhere in this dark hole, you have an assassin to locate. You could wander around until you bump into each other, or you could set off a trap and see if you could get your foe to come to you. Let's try the stealth check. Yeah. Skill check failed. Who is that? Your quarry eludes you, unfortunately. So I ended up getting teleported into this coffin somewhere in a far-off dungeon. And now we gotta go fight the big fight. I was gonna say the good fight, but then, you know, you see a pathetic excuse for a lock. We lockpicked it. Lockpicked it again. Neat. Let's make sure we're set. We have a ebony bow. And I guess, how many fire arrows we got? We got 52 fire arrows. We have no wagon to speak of. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, these are bandits. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. What I need to do... Ow, ow, ow. I know I... Yeah, I'm getting slapped. I need to switch to my spear. My spear should do it. Come on. Meow. A lot of bandits. I don't know which... Yeah. Meow. Got it. Okay. Let's get going. Ah. Yes, yes. Okay. So we successfully defeated the first pack of enemies. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to handle this. Okay, it may take a minute or two to find our target. And I guess there's just way too much of everything here. And I am mildly concerned. That said, I would like the ghoul's tongue. I do like the topaz earring. The lantern. How much oil is in that lantern? It's worn. I can equip that lantern and use it. Take the steel broadsword as well. That's a lot of blood here. There's a dead wereboar. Oh wow. She is uninterested in my etiquette. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said I look surprisingly normal today, then the guy put the cat ears on while you were typing. That's funny. That's funny. No, we'll be very random today. In fact, what about this? Very good. What other MMOs have you played? What do you call it? Ultima Online, EverQuest, Asheron's Call. Asheron's Call is the big one. It's like Daggerfall, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I'd say Ultima Online is was the most formative, but let me hit a thing really quick. I'm gonna go look at something. I was gonna pour more coffee. Let me see here. You've tried one of the Ultima Online private servers. You couldn't get into it. I understand. Let me see. I'm trying to find the thing. The thing that would explain everything. Okay, I'm gonna hit useful, and then like scroll the way down. Okay, so the current MMO that I am playing is Final Fantasy XIV. This is, of course, the 5-year journey my character took, and it's perfectly normal. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Anyway, yeah, typical red mage player, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. All right. What else we got? It'll be fine. Yeah. Someone was reminding me of the Hoff Wampa commercial. Hold on. Yeah. Here we go.
Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the Star Wars saga began, and Kenner continues the excitement. Tauntaun Hothwampa and action figures each sold separately.
Han Solo! Hell, it's got Luke! Watch it, Tauntaun! Gotcha!
Tauntaun comes with an open belly rescue feature.
You'll be okay, Luke, as soon as I chase away that thing.
Good, good. As you can see, the open belly rescue feature is one of the premier features in these amazing games. Yeah. Whoops. Stories. Are you going to see The Mandalorian and Grogu? Not really inspired by the title. I think I will see it a little later on, you know, when it comes to streaming services. I'm going to be honest with you. People like me are the reason why, like, the movie theaters are going to die, right? I'm super uninterested in watching anything in theaters right now. And, outside of maybe the Alamo Drafthouse, right? The Alamo Drafthouse is great. Hello, hello. Okay. Let me see. Garib. These are all iron, normal stuff, yeah. You constantly go to see stuff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Alamo Draft House is a good place. Like, a common symbol and a casual dress. Oh, jeez, skeleton. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, the Alamo Draft House has, what do you call it? They have, like, a full bar, and you can get, like, burgers and stuff like that. So, it's really nice to be able to get a drink and, like, you know, basically a meal. Nothing useful. Goblet is mine. Oh, jeez. Centaur. Meow. Sorry. Elven Warhammer. That's nice. I don't know about that moldy fish. I may need to get, like, eat food soon. But I don't know about a moldy fish. I just don't see that happening.
I smell your fear.
Of course you do.
You dare trespass?
Meow. The back rooms. Is that based off of the internet? The internet open source thing? Yeah, but moldy fish will give you stomach rot. Yeah, yeah. Daggerfall is fun. Did you hear the Doom Guy Hurt sound? Yes. The Doom Guy Hurt sound comes from an open library of sounds, and as a result, it is in many games. Yeah. The Backrooms is based off the internet stuff. Oh, okay. I'm immediately thinking of Cube and Cube 2 Hypercube. Probably not great movies, to be honest.
Another foe walks to their
Yep. Follow me.
We've got company.
I've just convinced her to fight this guy. She won't join me, but she will fight him. Yeah. Face your doom. Yeah, there. Wait, what did I get? Long blade increase. Nice. Steel claymore, steel broadsword. I don't need. Oh, regular meat. Hell yeah. We should eat that right now. It's not raw meat. It's cooked meat. So let's just scarf that down as soon as possible. Excellent. Let me see here. The original Oblivion's really good when properly modded. The problem is properly modding it can be difficult because the engine is put together with sticks and glue, so it can fall over and go boom pretty easily. Skyrim is much better in terms of stability. So you can pile on like 2,000 mods into Skyrim Special Edition without too much problems. Let's see here. Anyway. Let's a go. Yeah. Surprised there isn't more here. Can I rest at this? Do you wish to cook or rest? Well, I would like to not get, I'd like to not get murdered. Let's cook that fish. And then rest. I like how my UI is completely red. This is great. Rest for 3 hours. Yeah. Level up. We are now level 11. Let's, we're going to continue to put our points into personality. And then 2 points into intelligence. Hell yeah. Okay, so that fire, don't touch it. That's what we learned today. Don't touch the fire. So, I'm going to go ahead and make a save here. What do we got going on? Yep. Hmm. Here we go. Wait. How long am I supposed to stand here? I don't hear anybody. Nothing we have to worry about. Let me see. Yeah, I'd say Daggerfall is my favorite, but Morrowind is so close that they might as well be in the same place in terms of, like, how much I like them. But, yeah, Daggerfall, Morrowind, and then, I'd say when we add mods specifically, I am a huge fan of Skyrim with Legacy of the Dragonborn specifically. Oh, hold on a second. We found something. Nothing. Nothing. ESO's an interesting game, but I don't like it in the same way that I like other Elder Scrolls games. There's just so much you can do in a first-person kind of story-driven game where you basically make your own story out of it. It's not something... it feels somewhat half-assed in ESO. Like, you know, for example, you'll see an NPC dead. Standing on top of that NPC is the NPC alive on his own corpse. Stuff like that. That's stuff that as a one-off would be like a hilarious moment of jank in a normal Bethesda game has become like ever present in ESO. You know, to the point where I'm just I can't get lost in the world in the same way I do in a like in a single player Bethesda game. All right. See what this is. It does not unlock. Kick the door down. Ooh, treasure chest. We're gonna save it before we do anything with this treasure chest. Yeah. It unlocked, and we got an adamantium tonto. Unfortunately, that's considered a short blade, so I won't be able to make. I won't really be able to take advantage of it. Seems like I found a Daedric dagger and adamantium tonto, and it's just really irritating that I'm pretty sure the tonto is considered a short blade by the game's data. Oh well. Tis what it is. You there. Stop. You can see why I'm not landing hits. That's because that's the short blade skill. And I don't have that. So the warriors... Taste my magical powers. But if I were to switch to the broadsword... If I switch to the broadsword is considered a long blade. So you can see how I'm making hits, right? Despite, you know, spears being my main thing. Yep. So, point is that I really need to find an end-game weapon that matches my skill. The spear, yeah. Okay. Let's keep looking. I'm spinning around and around and around. What's in here? A whole lot of nothing. Go figure. Oh, well. We shall... Which? I pinched 3 gold pieces. I've just recruited this archer using my etiquette skill. Amazing. All right. You said that what do you call it? You said that mods are the best thing in the world. I was playing a game called Mega Man X5, another one, Mega Man X6 back in the day. Those are like deeply flawed games that are super fun when you know, aren't getting caught up in how flawed they are. There are mods like the Mega Man X6 tweaks and like Mega Man X5 improvement addendum that actively fix almost all of the problems I had with those games, to the point where I just love them, like, without an asterisk. You know, the only asterisk is use these mods, basically. And I sing their praises. Just and we used to be in a state where it's like, oh, this is a console game. Well, I guess it's just permanently fucked, you know? And that's not the case anymore. Like Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, has been traditionally my favorite Castlevania game for a long, long time. It has a mod that fixes the intelligence and luck stats that didn't work in the vanilla game. And now that they work, there's like a whole world of build diversity that you can do in Aria of Sorrow that you couldn't before. Like weapons that weren't like usable in the end game because they didn't scale with intelligence or luck, now scale with intelligence or luck. So the point is that there's all kinds of very interesting things you can do with older games that used to be like you had to accept the flaws in them and call it a day. And now you don't. I think I played one of the Dead Risings at one point, but it's been so long. Resident Evil? Resident Evil 1, 0, 2, 3, Code Veronica. Code Veronica is the real 3, and they, due to a licensing deal, had to flip the 2, basically. The 3 they were developing became a spin-off, and then the spin-off became titled 3. Hello, hello. All right. We just recruited this guy using our speechcraft skill. How are you? 99 out of 100. Cool. Pajit has coin if you have wares. So we could buy like the mummy wrappings or whatever off of him if we wanted to. I guess that's it. Where are the gold pieces? Yeah, he won't tell me where they are. He won't tell me where. It said the gold pieces. It's supposed to be the quest target. I think, kind of funny. I hear something over here. Let me, hello. She's not interested in speaking to me. This guy is shooting at her.
No sudden moves.
Ooh, a silver cuirass. We can sell that for a pretty penny. Silver weapons and armors go for a decent amount. I'm gonna switch to this this crossbow of oblivion. Jeez. Equip. Yeah. I was making sure I didn't mess with anything. It's fine. Well, that's kind of strange. I'm noticing that the fire arrows aren't equipping. Like, I'm trying to switch my arrow types, and the game's just like, how about you not do that? I'm like, oh no. I think I have, like, because I have multiple stacks of fire arrows, I think they're just not assigning properly. Like, they're not switching properly. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna drop them all and then pick them up again. Yeah, so let's do that. Remove, remove, remove. And now that they're all on the ground, I should, yeah, there we go. And now I have access to... I have sworn they should all stack together, but I want to see. Yeah. Okay, so one of these stacks is bugged. It says 52, which I think is a lie. Let me have a look. I will drop these specifically. And yeah, so that one, that 49 is a lie. 48? Yeah, these are bugged. Should have known. Okay, we're gonna drop this one over here. And then I'm gonna go try picking up a different one. I want to see which ones of these I can actually use. Explosive arrow. No. I don't think so. I'm just gonna drop all the arrows until I find the one that is most appropriate. Yeah. Should be... explosive fire. No, not these. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, let's grab the last arrows then and run. Yeah. The others are... not so much. Hello. Here it comes, follow me. She scoffs at me. She refuses to join me. That doesn't matter, though. Oh, is this the dungeon? That leads to the Wayrest region. So that's a dungeon exit. How neat. You wish to access your wagon? Yes. I may now access my wagon. Perfect. Let's put the money away. Put the alchemy ingredients away. What are these boots? I don't even know. The Brazier of the Orc Lord. You put this bra on and you will gain amazing strength. It'll also degrade the quality of the bra until it breaks, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see. Chain of Force Bolts, Icon of Toxic Clouds. Cool. Yep. We did find the entrance, which is nice, I suppose. Still looking for things. We shall see. Down this way. Up this way. Looking around, just in case. On. I can hear a wereboar in that room. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it was like right over here. Yeah, I saw it clipping through the wall. Just for an instant. Yep, I can hear it. I'm just checking. Checking. It'd be in here. Boars. Boars. Good work. Keep it distracted. All right. Honestly, there's a lot more room for the imagination to carry a book than there is, oops. There's a lot more room for the imagination to carry a book than there is a film. Like, the film or the game is going to live or die on its own merits. Whereas your imagination may save a book. Depending on how you imagine it. Whoop. Try again. Follow me. I'm able to pacify these people, which is really nice, but still not there yet. Excuse me. Yeah, we've been pacifying these people left and right. It is really funny. You can hear all kinds of things. Pacify them with the etiquette skill. Go up this way next. Hello there. Okay. Really? You say that, but I like how I can talk all these people down, get some of them to join me, no big deal. Money. Okay. So, we're going to make another save here. Then we're going to open this coffin, which is probably going to murder us. Ghost!
We've got a live one.
Ectoplasm. It's fine. How are we doing that? We're using our etiquette skill. So, etiquette is for knights. Streetwise is for bandits. And then there's various other language skills, which will allow us to, like, animal taming, for example, is for animals. You know, or orcish for orcs. And we can persuade them to join us. I recognize your name, though. You're the one who was asking about things on my mod list, what do you call it, yesterday. So, the 99.999999% chance when you ask something and I don't answer you, the answer's on my mod list. Because I don't remember the name of all the mods. Yes. Okay. I started this playthrough, goodness, let's find out when we started this playthrough. That'll be fun. You'd be surprised how many people get, like, uppity because I won't respond to them with the name of the mod. And it's like, okay, let's see. When did I start this playthrough? 7 months ago. I don't remember the mods I added to this list 7 months ago. You're going to have to look at the mod list yourself. Okay. You wish you could live stream, but you're too shy? See, I mentioned this earlier. The trick that I've found maximizing my happiness has been to not take myself seriously. That was it. That was the trick. Yeah. Not taking myself seriously. Anyway, let me fix a couple things really quick. Shenanigans, I say. Lots and lots of shenanigans. Okay. More or less, close that, close that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know. I'm going to try to use a beacon. I think I have one of these. A locator device. We should have one somewhere. Maybe. Maybe I don't. That sucks. Charge powder. A soul trap. I don't have a locator device, so I need to find the target. Wait, I have a locator device. Yes! Okay, we've used up our last locator device. Somewhere in this dungeon. How interesting. Have I really used it up? Have I used it? Has the locator device been consumed? And no, yeah, it has. Crazy. Old school RuneScape. Never played it. Every time I play Asheron's Call on stream, someone will go, This looks like RuneScape, or have you played RuneScape? I have no knowledge of RuneScape, sorry. No idea. Hmm. I'm just putting away some things really quick. Fill my lantern with oil. That one's worn. Crazy. Doesn't matter. Hmm. Yes. I'm looking. Considering it didn't trigger, I'm getting ready to give up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Said people thought they're hardcore playing Morrowind without map markers or hand-holding. Kinda, sorta. Let's see here. Daggerfalls, Daggerfalls aren't that bad. Oh, there he is. I think that's him. Pretty sure that's him. You've slain the assassin, now return to Wayrest. That's it. You drop to the ground completely exhausted. I think I just got poisoned. Pure poison. Then stamina. Yeah, I was hit by fatigue poison. If there were any enemies around, I would have died just outright. So what happens is when you run out of fatigue, you collapse to the ground and sleep for like an hour or two, right? If there's an enemy in the area while you are caught sleeping, you just game over. And so, the way that works is, oh, we should rest and meditate when I learned about pickpocket. Nice. I get to increase my pickpocket skill. But yeah. So, he hit me with a poison that drains my fatigue. Basically, I collapsed from the poison right after killing him. So I managed to survive by being the last cat girl standing. That's very, very important. So, as I said, well, and you said you appreciate all the outfits. Thanks for all the fun styles. Yes, I'm always aiming to have fun. That is my priority. You bet. All right. Let's see here. Gonna pour some more coffee. And, yes, indeed. You think there's insta-kill dialogue if you get paralyzed underwater? Yeah, I think so. Anyway. It said, what's the basic story of Daggerfall? The basic story of Daggerfall is that, Uriel Septim, the Seventh, summons you, and your character will get a complex backstory depending on how you built them. So, like, you get like 3 pages of backstory based on your choices at the beginning, right? And so, aside from that, you're basically told, hey, there's one of my loyal servants was King Lysandus of Daggerfall, and he died honorably on the field of battle, but now he doesn't rest. His ghost is calling for revenge, and so you have to find out why Lysandus has become a vengeful ghost, and is haunting his old kingdom with a spectral army. That said, that is the minor plot, right? What's actually happening is there are 3 main kingdoms at war: Daggerfall, Sentinel, and Wayrest. There are also the Orcs of Orsinium, who are treated like monsters by the other kingdoms and want to gain Orcish equality. They're fighting for their own like civil rights. Then there's the necromancers led by Manny Marco, the King of Worms, and they have their own agenda going on. And then there's the Underking, a man who once served Tiber Septim as his faithful battle mage before his heart was ripped out and used to power a giant mecha robot called the Numidium. Tiber Septim used this robot to conquer Tamriel. However, it lost the mecha robot, right? Like, the core of the mecha robot was lost. And when it was lost, he rose from the dead as the Underking. And so the King Lysandus plot is actually the minor plot to introduce you to it. The main plot is activating the Numidium and figuring out who will gain control of the Iliac Bay. You get to decide whose ending you go with, which one of these factions you decide deserves to rule. And that's you're playing the politics of the Iliac Bay, basically. The Totem of Tiber Septim will only serve those of royal blood, not you. So you can't just use it for yourself. You get to choose who to give it to, basically. But there's a lot of, like, you can just give the middle finger to Uriel Septim's quest and go do your own thing if you want. Like, you don't have to do any of that. In fact, there are a couple points where you can fail and soft lock the main quest because you fucked up, kiddo. All right. Let me see here. We've defeated the main enemy in this area, and we can move on now. We're going to head out. I say we're going to head out, but I haven't gone up here yet. And I kind of want to check this area out. Exploration, question mark. This is the Uriel in Oblivion? Yes, but he's different. He's not Patrick Stewart. He's... And Chancellor Okado is a big buff man, not a floppy elf. Here, hold on. 4,000. How many years after Septim's reign, the beginning meets the end, and the bloody circle will close in the Empire of Tamriel. Let me open up Firefox really quick. Firefoxy. Okay. This is a perfectly normal wallpaper that definitely doesn't use Zelda from the Philips CDI games. Let's see. Hold on. Let me grab this really quick. Okay, here we go.
"400 years after Tiber Septim's reign, the beginning will meet the end, and the bloody circle will close in the Empire of Tamriel. The unworthy heirs of the Septim dynasty have allowed the bonds of the Empire to weaken and crack. Uriel Septim the Seventh cannot repair what his ancestors ignored. The provinces fight among themselves like neglected children."
See, there's civil wars everywhere. People are like, the Skyrim civil war is unique because the Empire isn't in control, right? The Empire is barely holding shit together at this point. Like the Iliac Bay fighting, Daggerfall, Sentinel, and Wayrest being in like a three-way war. That is absolutely, what do you call it? That is indicative of the Third Era, right? The idea that no, the Empire isn't all together. In fact, there's a lot of problems going on right now. Thank you for the €2, by the way. All right.
Drunk with rebellion, and one indomitable power hides itself, but not forever.
There we go. Excuse the gloom.
Excuse the gloom, but none may know of this meeting. The nature of my trouble is darker still. Over a year ago, King Lysandus of Daggerfall died honorably on the field of battle. He was as loyal a subject, ally, and friend as you are. I did grieve for him, but his spirit does not rest. With a spectral army, he haunts his former kingdom, crying for revenge. I do not know why a good and loyal man would be so cursed.
Perhaps you can find the answer and close the marble jaws of oblivion.
Perhaps you can find the answer and close the marble jaws of oblivion, bringing peace to his soul. I ask this as your emperor and your friend.
Okay, that was the quote-unquote main quest. That's actually the mostly unimportant, like, obligatory side objective. The real main quest is being given to you as a side objective.
I have one lesser request. Several years ago, I wrote a letter to the Queen of Daggerfall. It never arrived. The letter was of a sentimental and personal nature. If you find and destroy that letter, I will be grateful.
Yeah, you hear how it makes it sound like it's an affair? Yeah. Uriel Septim's affair with the Queen of Daggerfall. Yep.
Now, my champion.
Rest well this night. For tomorrow you sail for the kingdom of Daggerfall. And that's where you start the game. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Anyway, we got other stuff to do. I'm running out of time, to be honest. Let's finish exploring the dungeon. This way. Destroy the Discord DMs before they can leak. Yep. Arrows. This way. Hello, sir. I'm gonna shoot this guy in the back, because I can. He won't join me. But he will die.
You take left, I take right.
Yeah, your friends aren't gonna help you, sir. They're on my side now. I recruited them. Let's take those dragon scales. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh. Really? I guess he friendly fired too close to the sun. What a shame. Okay, let's find the way back. Back to wherever. I want to get up and out. The best way for me to do that is to give up on life. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, I think I see it. Yep. Yeah, she won't fight me. But, shoot her in the butt. Oh, jeez. Okay, then. Yeah, about that. We're switching to the Dwarven Spear. Good, good. Everyone's been busy. I understand. I've been busy. I haven't been streaming nearly as much because I've been so busy. Honestly, I went from being depressed over one of my cats passing away to being like exceedingly busy with some shenanigans, to the point where like the last 3-ish months have been very, very unproductive. Okay. Let's see. Put away 130 arrows. Yes. What else? Yep. The dog passed away in 2025. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I'll just put away the money, and let's get in our wagon and go. You douse the lantern. So, we've arrived in the ruins of Coppersleet Manor. Where is this in relation? Ooh, yeah, that's quite some distance away. They did teleport me like they said they were going to. I guess I should head over to Front Wall Hearth, and we should be fine. Yeah, so let's get back to the main road. That's what we'll do. I'm going to use console commands to summon my wagon since this quest forgot to, locate it, bring it to me. Even despite me having used it. So I'm going to type in wagon rescue. And cart. Hold on. So here's the thing. If you call a wagon a wangan, turns out that's not a real thing. A wangan. There we go. Now the horse. There it is. Horse. Cart. Putting the cart before the horse. Okay. Before we go anywhere else, I'm going to make a save. This is still the Mangy Mages Guild 4. Thank you for your sentiment. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's go. Yes. Onwards and sideways. Oh, my stomach rumbled. I hunger for greater foods. Unfortunately, I don't think I have greater foods. I think I have trash. Rubies. The amulet of the sealed door. Tobacco. No, I have no food. Right now, we're just gonna have to suffer through this without food. Okay. This'll do. Oh, stomach rumbles. It's getting dark. What time is it? It's important to dress warmly enough. Let's throw on a cloak or two just to get ourselves warmed up. That should do it. Yeah, two formal cloaks. Perfect. Now we can go. 45 minutes. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Enemies are seeking to prevent my travel in the darkness. So what I need to do is use one of these lanterns. This one. And hopefully we can just get away. Hmm. 22 minutes. Okay, so there's a bunch of wolves that were fighting something. We're going to ignore it. Got to be careful. Hopefully we don't die. But I have no idea what I'm... There's the road! Let's save the game and continue. We need to take the road down south. We just finished up a dungeon. The Mages Guild of Wayrest teleported us to this dungeon over here. We slew the assassin who was hiding out in this dungeon, and now we're going down to this town, Frontwall Heth, and that's where we'll probably sleep for the night. We shall see. Not entirely sure. Let me mess with something else real quick. One lesser request. If you could destroy that letter, I would be grateful. Okay. Fix that. Good. I think that'll do it. Let me triple check. Okay. We should be fine. Keep on going. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Do you think they'll bring back carts in Elder Scrolls 6? No, I don't think they will. I mean, it'd be cool if they did. I just don't see them managing it well. Okay, we've arrived at a town. Uphead Hill. Looks like Uphead Hill has a thieves guild, a retail store, and 3 taverns. So we're going to go ahead and visit the Tipsy Hedgehog. I'm not going to visit the Tipsy Hedgehog right now, but I'd like to go check out the other thing. You said Elder Scrolls 6 more like AI slop. Yeah, they've already confirmed they're going to be using AI, because Microsoft basically forced them to do it. So, yeah. Todd Howard flat out said so. Mm-hmm. You know how it is. I was trying to find that Todd Howard clip. Let me see. I'm gonna try the other one. Okay, I'm trying this profile. Here it is. Check this out. One more time for anyone who missed it. People are calling him Todd Coward now. Yes. I mean, he hasn't been actively involved in game development since Oblivion, right? He's given them direction changes, but like he hasn't actually worked on the games himself since Oblivion, basically. Oblivion is when they told him he couldn't work on it and work on stuff anymore. That he was just basically the administrator. Then what does he do? Okay, so in Skyrim, for example, Emil Pagliarulo went to him and asked, well, first of all, in Oblivion, Todd Howard asked him, Emil Pagliarulo asked Todd, what, like, can I change the lore of the Dark Brotherhood? And Todd Howard just, like, dismissed him and said, sure, whatever, you know? Then, in Skyrim, Emil Pagliarulo went to Todd and said, in this quest line, you get to kill the body double of the Emperor. And Todd said, lame, you should kill the real Emperor. And that's why the Emperor's ship just shows up, like, unceremoniously. And the Emperor's like, I know I can't escape the Dark Brotherhood, so here I am, kill me. That was because Todd Howard told Emil, lame, you should kill the real Emperor. That's it. That is the level to which Todd Howard does things. They show him stuff, and then he picks their direction. That's it. Yeah. Okay, Mithril Light Flail. That looks pretty cool. Then he gets on stage and presents stuff. And that's fine. I don't mind him being a showman. But a lot of people think that he actively works on the games. Yeah. It's true. He doesn't actively work on the games. Yeah. My goodness. It's weird, despite the fact they didn't even bother coming up with anything. Yeah. Dwarven Mace. Still looking around. You know what Daggerfall has that none of the other games have? Lots and lots of cheesecake. I quite like cheesecake. Just saying. I mean, Morrowind has some of it with the naked Nordmen. You know, the three of them that exist in the game. I don't mind those, but I really like Daggerfall's cheesecake. Would probably give it an adult-only rating in Australia, and they don't want that. All right. Yeah, people saying I should replace Todd Howard are full of shit. Don't listen to them. Okay. We've been to the shop. We're heading to the Tipsy Hedgehog right now. I want to see what quality tavern this is. I want a good quality tavern. Poor quality tavern. I'm out of here. I'm not spending the night in a poor quality tavern when we have three other taverns to choose from. I'm willing to go to the next tavern. The Rooster and the Hangman. Strangling that cock. Okay, fair enough. Let's get going. This is a passable quality tavern. I think we can do better than passable. Let's keep looking. Right. This is a also passable quality tavern. Okay. We'll go for the last. Oh, there's two more. There's a Fighters Guild over there. I wonder if I can get into the Fighters Guild and just sleep there for the night. That'd be funny. Let me see. Mouse race, nice. The Savage Bull. Oh, almost fell into the water there. Your special arrows get stuck in midair. Interesting. Micro Slop. Okay, terrible quality tavern. I went all the way over here and reached a terrible quality. Let me into the fight. Yeah, I can get in the Fighters Guild. Cool. There's no food here, but this is an adequate quality Fighters Guild that I can take a nap in. More importantly, can't have that. Hello there. Want to train me? No, I don't want her training. Her training is like skills that I can't. Like I already have trained up. So what I need to do before I do anything else is go over and I need to figure out a book situation. I have books. I just need to find them really quick. What time is it anyway? Show me the time. It's not even midnight yet. This is fine. All right. You could have retained control before Starfield. Well, Starfield is interesting because, like, the developers of Starfield flat out said, like, Todd Howard was much less accessible for Starfield. Like, he leaned into his administrative role and he was handling multiple projects. So people couldn't just, like, go approach him during development. They couldn't, like, ask him questions. They were stuck doing their own things in their own, like, their own compartmentalized bubbles. Yep. Starfield very much was a segregated project where, like, all of the different teams were busy doing their own things and couldn't just go ask Todd stuff. I'm gonna get the history of locksmithing. Let me see. Yeah, this one's useless. Useless, useless, useless. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Let me see. I think we'll spend tonight just repairing these books. Because the 2 books I want are busted. Hunter's Handbook, Vernacular of the Lower Classes, Courts of the Bay. Yeah, haggling might be nice. But, let's see. Yeah, we'll use this epoxy glue to repair our stuff. How much money we got? 7,000? That's no problem. The Dagger Falls. Yeah, before we started streaming, I was using this. But then I tied my hair up during the stream. Let me see here. Yeah. Anyway, use this epoxy glue. We got to repair these locksmithing books so that they can be used. We're about to run out of glue. I'm also out of fatigue. Give me more. It's not midnight yet. I'm still good. Going to use the last of this glue to repair these books. Yep. Good. The glue is used up. More importantly, let's use more of that. We can get like 1 training session in really quick. Just gonna read the book. Take a look. It's in a book. Okay, let's see. My lockpicking skill is still being worked on. But yeah, mercantile, pickpocket, and lockpicking are my major skills. My primary skills are archery, longblade, and critical strike. So I'm, I use spears, crossbows, and I critically strike with them. Then, I do buying and selling, pickpocketing, and lockpicking. Those are all pretty important. Let's go ahead and nap for 8 hours. Just a quick 8-hour nap. Get ourselves nice and rested. It'll be like, you need more rest. It always says that. I guess we're fine, though. My pickpocket and etiquette skills went up, which is nice. We don't need to be in the Fighters Guild anymore. We should be A-okay. So, a farmer with a rather sickly-looking cow trudges along, mentioning to a friend the animal's taken a serious illness. Which he blames on Daedra, witches, his mother-in-law, and other sundry sources. If you knew what you're doing, you could perform a quick spell to resolve the cow's affliction. Let's do it. Skill check passed. There was a skill check of restoration. You hail the farmer, offer your aid. Your skill shines through, and the animal responds quickly to the healing spell. The owner cheers loudly and promises to tell the townsfolk of your good character. You don't receive a material reward, but a charitable word on your behalf will go far. Excellent. We are now considered dependable in Wayrest. Yeah. So we aren't just a common citizen now. We have a reputation of being dependable among the peasantry. So that's good. Let's see. I guess we'll start heading north. I was gonna head to Fontwall Heath, but I think we should instead. No, let's head south. Let's head south and across. Yeah. The Dagger Falls. That's right. Meow. Hold on. Let's see. Checking one more thing before we go. This way. And we're ready to go. Let me check a thing really quick. Yeah. We should be set. Thank you for waiting. Onwards and sideways. We failed to avoid an encounter. Let's pretend that we... Wait, where is he? We're good. We're good. We can go. It canceled out whatever it was. We're fine. So I've chosen to believe. Whoop. Hold on. I'll talk to these people. So these are some knights at a watchtower. And I'm going to go ahead and... So this is leaning into roleplay mechanics. You need to play it for yourself and mete out what is and isn't vanilla. Have you played Morrowind? That's pretty funny. Okay. Let me see here. Yes. Yes, I have. Speaking of which, the next Morrowind playthrough is being delayed until the Poison Song update comes out for Tamriel Rebuilt. Okay? My goodness. Let me see here. Let me pull out my perfectly normal Steam profile. We'll you asked about Skyrim, so first of all, the perfectly normal what do you call it, wallpaper, which is Princess Zelda from the what do you call it, the Zelda cartoon show, and Princess Zelda from the what is the other one, the CDI games. Yeah. Anyway, this is the perfectly normal what do you call it, Steam profile. Now I only have like a couple games through Steam, not like a whole lot, right? I mean, yeah, I really, I don't have that many games, okay? Like, seriously, it sure is boring around here. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, point is, if we go click on games, and yeah, okay, so, number one game right now is, Final Fantasy 14, which I played for a little bit. Just a little bit. Behind that, we got Warframe. Warframe is, you know, again, a little bit. But from there, we got the Skyrim. And so Skyrim, we got kind of two versions of Skyrim. But we played a little bit. Just a little bit of Skyrim. Yeah. Morrowind's not even the top 3. True. What a shame. It was a good game. What a rotten way to die. Elder Scrolls Online, Path of Exile, No Man's Sky, Fallout New Vegas, Oblivion, Warudo. Yes. Interesting thing about Warudo. This is a VTubing software. I absolutely positively confused the crap out of people with that. But yeah. Unfortunately, Morrowind isn't a Steam game for me. It is a game I have on disc. You know what's interesting, though? Here is a Septum coin from the Elder Scrolls Anniversary Edition. Okay? Right? This Septum coin. This is the Elder Scrolls Anniversary update. Right? Here, next to it, is the coin from the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. You can, like, just make it out. It's oxidized. These are the same coin. Okay? But, you can see how old the Oblivion one is. Because, like, the Oblivion release versus the Anniversary Edition. Yes. You need to do more than you, to prove you, love the Elder Scrolls. That's right. Heaven forbid that somebody has, like, Tamriel maps on his wall and, what do you call it? An Ulfric Stormquack duck. What a shame. Yeah. Let me see here. Of course, I also have, like, 8 different Samuses from the Metroid series, and like a bunch of Belmonts from Castlevania. So I happen to like a lot of things, it turns out. What a shame. What a shame. Anyway, let's see here. Wait, a septum, or as Skyrim calls it, gold. That's the interesting thing, is Skyrim actually calls it septums when it wants to. Like, some of the dialogue in the Dragonborn DLC definitely calls it a septum, right? Where's the Jarl Elisif body pillow? Unfortunately, my body pillow is generic. It is blank. It has no Animu characters on it. If I had to pick an Animu character to put on my body pillow, it would be Barrow Keetir, the Void Trader. The wait is over, Tenno. Barrow Keetir has arrived. I only accept one currency, Orican ducats. If you wanted, did you know that the most punished character in the Elder Scrolls is Vivek? Vivek was commodified and became a Funko Pop. True. It's true. Yep. But, no, if I had to pick a character for a quote-unquote waifu, meme status, I would say probably Tamamo. Probably Tamamo. Yes. Unfortunately, I have an actual wife, so that ain't the case. Lol. What other nonsense we got here? Yes. Okay. Being turned into a Funko Pop is worse than being soul trapped. Exactly. It is funny though. Anyway. So, I guess we'll get going. You can't get the toy Amulet of Kings? I saw someone recently with it. I think it was the Femme Dagothur account on the tweeters in the Blue Skies. I think she has it. Yep. All right. Mud crab. Hold on. Let me go see about that. I got a mud crab and a Charizard. Yeah. They take place in the same universe, as you know. Charizard is not a dragon. He's a lizard with wings. Yeah. But here's the mud crab. All right, let's see what else we got here. Wabbajack replica? Yeah, they presented that to him for a skit, I believe. I think it was a Lefebvre skit. Lefebvre's broke up, by the way. They won't be doing stuff together. Now, for those who are wondering about where I keep my heart, because they say, come and look upon the heart. I keep my heart in my chest, right here. You can see. We keep the heart in the chest, where it belongs. All right. Let's get going. Hello, sir. I'd like to speak to you. Follow me. Refuses. This is how we train our etiquette skill. Yes. Yeah, people have a tendency. It's kind of funny. They here, hold on, let me here real quick. Yeah, jeez, it's gotta be over here. Hee hee ho ho. The workshop we will go. God. Anyway. Yeah, they look at me like this and they say, "Oh well, you look younger than you did." It's like, "No, I'm much older than I was. It's just that you know, I'm weirder." And that's really the point is I prioritize having fun over everything else. Anyway, we successfully recruited a knight, and that's pretty cool. So we now have 3 companions right now. 3 of them. But they gave up on YouTube. One of them is sticking with YouTube. And the others are doing as they please. Sorry, the other is doing as he pleases. But, let's see. We are going to go south. Yeah, one is doing, like, his own YouTube thing. But, what's happening? We're fine. We're fine. All right, we got crossroads here. We have to go this way, specifically. Did those guys apologize publicly for what? I mean, doesn't everyone who, like, uses YouTube enough, like, do a fake apology at some point? Throw themselves on their knees and rend their garments? I'm sorry, I violated social convention. Yeah. There's too many, it doesn't narrow down the list, that's what I'm saying. The Fine Bros. Yeah, React World. Just because we're getting trademarks doesn't mean we're gonna go copyright striking videos. They already, like, went after Ellen for, like, making people react. Yeah. Khajiits are Argonians? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. It was... hold on. Let me find it really quick. Here it is. Okay. You have no idea how racist the Khajiit can be. Get ready. Ahem.
The stupid lizard hunts with the name Amusai. Find him. Find my ring. Make him suffer. Kill him, and I will be pleased.
Wait for it.
Stupid guild rules. He's only an Argonian. He's less than human, and much less than Khajiit.
Okay. Let's see. We are going this way. Oh no. Orcs! Good. My companions shot the orc dead. Very good, very good. This'll do. Putting the blood away. And continuing. Yeah, fantasy world building's fun. I agree. The irony of calling a cat calling a lizard less than human. Don't you know, like, house cats own their humans as far as the house cat is concerned. That's true. 100%. House cats think they own your house and that you get to serve them. Yeah. Okay. Shin Megami Tensei original soundtrack for Daggerfall Unity. The Goddess Reincarnation Saga. Ooh, we got another knight to follow us. Excellent. Cat-coded behavior. Yes. I personally wouldn't know anything about that. Meow. Let's go. Meow, indeed. Okay. So. There we go. What is the best cat in all fiction? That's a very good question. We have recruited another knight. I think our party's full. We just got knights. Yep. Explain your setup. Okay, so what you do is you click this, like you hit escape when you're in game, and click this little box in the top corner. Go to I think it's not mod settings, effect settings. Yeah, go to effect settings and see retro mode, and take it from off to 640 by 480. There you go. And you correct aspect ratio correction 4:3. Bam, done. It is supported by Daggerfall Unity itself. The stuff that I'm doing on the side, like the sidebars, are a mod. You don't need them to run it on classic resolution. I like it. It's basically running at 1080p and it's being actively downscaled. Yeah. So you know the way people do upscaling. I'm doing the opposite. I'm downscaling. Okay. So, yeah, there are people who get uppity. They're like, why aren't you using the HD textures? Let's go. Okay. The lantern flickers and dies. Looks like we've entered a new village. There are 2 shops for us to check out. Let's go do it. A middle-aged figure with well-pressed robes reads a parchment not far from you. She appears to have difficulty decoding a message given to her by the Mages Guild. Will you try to help her out? Yeah, I'd like to help her out. Failed. I couldn't do it. Yeah. Sad. Okay, that's the Devil's Shield is the name of that tavern. Want to go to the Devil's Shield? Goodness. I just thought it's kind of funny how how disproportionately American Christians talk about hell and the devil. I mean, not all American Christians, mind you, but like some of them. Every time I see the devil mentioned, I think about the specifically Southerners, you know, and it's kind of funny to me. I don't think I updated the trace. I may have, but you're gonna have to check my mod list. I put this mod list together 6 months ago, something like that. But yeah. I mentioned this in a previous stream, but Southerners in the U.S. have a tendency to like draw a lot from biblical fan fiction. You know, Paradise and the Divine Comedy. That's Dante's Inferno. You know, those two main sources. They have a tendency to pull from biblical fan fiction, essentially. You know, as a basis of belief. It's very, very interesting. All right, let's see here. Bandages. Okay. All right. Let me see. We need to be more medieval, you say? Ooh la la. Here we go. General superstition. Anyway. I mean, people form, like, superstition is in human nature. You're not going to get rid of it. For sure. It's, really interesting because, like, people will establish their own superstitions regarding, like, social media habits and luck and astrology. That they will, like, all on their own, subcultures will establish superstitions. It's just that superstitions of the past fall by the wayside and are replaced by what is relevant to people's lives. And that's because we humans are pattern-matching creatures. I know because the pattern-matching part of my brain don't work as well as other people's sometimes. But, yeah, we see patterns, and regardless of, like, our foundation of knowledge, like, we will create superstitious patterns. We'll create superstitions based on the patterns we observe as individuals. And those will disregard the patterns that were established for us in previous generations. Yes. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go this way. Here it is. This is the worthy necessities. This is of average quality. Fair enough. Bandages. I'm still buying more. Tau. I mean, fair enough. If you want to try to cultivate immortality, that's a worthy endeavor as any. Even if you don't succeed, it can be a lot of fun. Let's see what else we got. Nothing. I'm leaving. That it just works? Oh, no. You don't understand. Todd has established, like, I don't know why people, like, latch on to this it just works thing. Because Todd has given us a new gospel, you see. Get ready. Todd has provided for us game.
And that sometimes it doesn't just work. And that sometimes it doesn't just work.
Okay. So, tis what it is, I'm afraid. Tis what it is. I'm going to go ahead and remind everyone that when you watch me on stream, there's only one thing you need to know. And that is...
All right, let's state the obvious. There's something wrong with me.
Good night, everybody. This has been a fun 2 hours. I said I was going to stream for 2 hours. I did that. I need to go live life. I'm going out with the wife. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to do some stuff. You know. The kind of stuff you would expect from the title. Let me see here. I will be back probably Wednesday. Tomorrow, I have, I'm going to probably be out with friends. And then Tuesday, I'm going to be busy with work. Like, serious work. So, Wednesday will probably be the next opportunity I have to live stream. I'm hoping Wednesday will be a long stream. But I can't make any guarantees because life progresses in annoying ways. So, I'm taking off. I will see you all on the social medias and on the Discords. Good night.